Zombies, the bloodthirsty undead. When they arrive, will you survive? Using scientifically accurate zombie analogs, we put your favorite weapons, objects, and mods to the test in order to separate fact from zombie fiction. Zombie Go Boom. Kick undead ass.
Hey, what's up, survivors? Welcome to another mind-blowing episode from Zombie Go Boom. I'm Chuck Murray.
I'm Charles Fultz.
And thanks to the guys at Microsoft and Capcom, we got plugged into Dead Rising 4, and we're standing right outside of the Willamette Parkview Mall so that we can test our weapons on the real thing, video game style. Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Hell yeah.
Out of the way! I've got a safe house. Follow me if you want to live. Come on. Oh, give me a second.
Oh, dude, that's a pretty bad cut, man.
Perfect. Full health, baby. Follow me. In here. Let me see that. Here. Give me that sword. All right, we can start from here.
I wonder what these would actually do in real life.
You know, we should try it.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, survivors? Welcome to another mind-blowing episode from Zombie Go Boom. I'm Chuck Murray.
I'm Charles Fultz.
And we definitely have a mind-blowing one for you. Frank West in Dead Rising 4 made these weapons for us and for himself. Actually, he didn't make anything at all out of duct tape. These two weapons were made by Matthew Dawes from Ironclad Industries. He's a badass metal worker, best one I've ever met. And they are gigantic. This one weighs 37 pounds. That one weighs 25 pounds. And they actually do what you see in the game. This one arcs with electricity, and this one lights on fire. We also made this potato cannon, which looks all Christmassy. It's our own version of Wreck the Halls. So we're going to be seeing if that can actually kill a zombie first. We're going to be loading it up, not with potatoes, but with wrapping paper, glitter, and Christmas ornaments, just to see what it'll do. If it doesn't work, Frank West is going to have to come up with a different weapon for the zombie killing. But after that, we're going to see which one of these weapons is the best at killing zombies. And we're not just going to be destroying one head today. We're going to be destroying two heads. So please stick around. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Are you excited?
I'm always excited.
Please subscribe to Matt Dodge. Check out Dead Rising 4 pre-order. All of the links in the description below. And special thanks to Capcom and Microsoft for allowing us to make this badass freaking episode. This is definitely sponsored by them. So, love you guys. Let's try this out and see what happens.
Let the sleigh ride begin.
Yeah!
Now I'm ready to go.
3, 2,
Alright, so our version of Dead Rising's Wreck the Halls did not wreck hardly anything, but it's okay, because I'm sure Frank West has some other ideas for his weapon. What we're going to be doing, though, is the main event. What is better, an electric axe or a fire sword? Alright, so not only is this axe ginormous and heavy, but it's also unwieldy. Most of the weight is at the front, so it's going to be really difficult to wield, almost impossible to recover. The best way I can wield this thing is to let gravity do the work, so I'm just going to come down with a vertical strike to the head, see if I can maybe lop that head off. And there it is. So, at this point, it is fully functional, ready to go, and if you touch any of it, you will get electrocuted. Hopefully I don't electrocute myself, so now let's see what happens when we hit a zombie with it.
3, 2.
Holy crap. That is a really, really difficult weapon to wield. And obviously, it had so much power that the head fell out of the base because of all of that weight before it was able to cut completely through. Not only that, but the blades themselves are really thick, and there's another piece of metal. Even still, just letting it drop, which is essentially what I did all of that. That's definitely a kill. So we're gonna strap this back on there and try it again. Hopefully, as I do this more and more, I get more comfortable with the weapon.
3, 2.
Alright, so what we have here is basically what happened last time. The blade goes in and then it gets stopped by this piece of metal, which is actually our ground, which is necessary because otherwise it's not going to arc and it's not going to be an electric axe. It would just be a regular axe. However, it's causing it to get stopped right there. I didn't put a lot of power into this strike. I just basically let the weight of the weapon do the work. So maybe if I put a little bit more power into it, I can get a little more past this area. We'll try that next. But in the meantime, let's see how much damage that actually did. All right. So yeah, through the flesh and through the skull and into the cranial cavity, that zombie is definitely dead, even with me just letting the weapon drop. So would I pick this weapon during the zombie apocalypse? Probably not. But is it cool as hell? Hell yes it is. Now I'm gonna try that same strike again, a little bit more power, then I'll try a decap, and after that we're gonna let Charles go crazy with the fire sword.
3, 2. Three, 2.
Now it's time for a decapitation.
3, 2.
Alright, so as you can see, that strike cut deep into the flesh, into the spine, through the spinal cord. So that zombie's on the ground, probably not dead on this particular strike, but it definitely did quite a bit of damage. So what we're finding is that we're getting similar results in real life as we got with the sledge saw, another Dead Rising weapon that we tested before. They are awesome in the video games. They are really creative, imaginative, and in the game they are just awesome to get, awesome to use, and you're just killing zombies left and right. But in reality, they are just heavy, they're unwieldy, and the things that make them really awesome, like for instance the electric aspect of this axe, actually makes it less able to kill zombies. So real life versus video games, completely different thing. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the fact that we were able to create this for real. Special thanks to Matt Dawes. Special thanks to Dead Rising 4. Now it's time for that fire sword. All right, Executioner Foltz, what is your plan of attack?
Well, I'm gonna come in with slightly less than 45-degree angle strike to the top of the head and just see what happens. I have no idea what to expect except for a lot of blood and a lot of fire.
A lot of fire, and hopefully a facial decap.
3, 2,
These weapons are incredibly hard to wield. We have a lot of practice wielding weapons of all sorts, but when you go up toward the 20, 30 pound range, control is what?
It's almost impossible.
It's so hard. So the first one hit here, and what the hell? He's spilling
goo.
He's spilling goo, which is really gross, and that's never happened before. Even though it was basically a miss, it's still a kill. Second hit, top of the head, went through the parietal bone. We see blood, so it went into the cranial cavity as well. Also a kill. Unwieldy, yes, but does it do damage? Enough damage to kill a zombie? Also, yes. Again, the biggest problem with both of these weapons is just the fact that they are so huge. If you were a video game character, you would have no problem being able to wield these weapons. But as a real human person, it's really hard.
And I am a real human person. All right, now that I know a little bit more what to expect with this thing, I'm gonna try it again, but I'm gonna give it a little bit more power.
3, 2,
All right, finally after 3 strikes, we got through this skull with a good amount of damage too. That is definitely dead. That's insane. Lots of blood on the blade, lots of blood all over me, all over my leg here, and of course all over the ground around us. A very messy weapon, a very heavy weapon. It's hard to wield. The first 2 strikes, I just used gravity basically to just come straight down because I didn't know what the weapon was going to do. So I had to actually step back here and step into it and throw the weapon into it. And it took a lot of force, but it definitely got the job done.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, both of these weapons are just video game weapons, not exactly realistic weapons. But if we have to pick a winner, it's definitely the fire sword.
Yep.
And now it's time for a decap.
Oh yeah.
3, 2,
Alright, so same problem. Blade's too thick. So it did manage to cut into the flesh and into the spine and into the spinal cord. In fact, it's bleeding, which means that it went almost halfway through. So the zombie would be on the ground, unable to move his body, just maybe his mouth. And then you could easily just double tap him. But yeah, blade's too thick, weapon's too heavy. Let's try it again.
3, 2.
That is the craziest decap I've ever seen.
How did that happen?
I don't know. The blade was still too thick to just cut through, but it has so much mass and so much momentum that it hit, broke the spine, internally decapped the head, and then launched it right out. So
Yeah,
you can
look at
see
this.
the spine is in pieces.
Oh wait, there's where I hit right there.
Yeah. So the spine is in total pieces.
Hey, let's just
Put it back.
do it all over again. Guess
That's not gonna work. All right, so excellent, super fun video game weapons. If you're playing Dead Rising 4, you're gonna have a lot of fun with them because you won't get tired wielding them. You'll just be using your thumbs. In real life, however, these are just ridiculously huge, ridiculously unwieldy. But if we have to pick a winner for which one caused the most amount of damage and which one we would choose, if we had to choose between the two, who is the winner?
The sword, definitely. The
Yep.
fire sword.
Absolutely, the fire sword wins. Now, let's catch up with Frank and see what these swords and these weapons would be able to do against zombies in the video game world. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video from Zombie Go Boom. Special thanks to Capcom and Microsoft for making this happen. I hope you really enjoyed the episode. Link is in the description below for you to be able to check out Dead Rising 4, pre-order, buy, and it's just such a cool game. We got to play it. It was awesome. And with another mind-blowing episode from Zombie Go Boom, I'm Chuck Murray.
I'm Charles Foltz.
I'm Frank West.
Also check out Matthew Dawes because he created some awesome weapons. Links in the description below. I love you guys, and we will see you next time.
There's one, get it.